Okay, so hello everyone. My name is Jason. I'm a channeler and I'm here to give a daily dose of hope. We are on Daily Dose of Hope day 59. And what a daily dose of hope is just that. I was called by my guides that if I so wished, I could come on and give a daily dose of hope. Because the energies on our planet are starting to get wackier and wackier and starting to just not make any sense. And all the storylines are starting to kind of uh, yeah, just fall apart. And I guess the word, yeah, that we keep using recently, or I keep using, I'm sorry, is losing the plot. The plot is being lost. And so I'm just coming on again today to give a daily dose of hope. So nice to meet you all and nice to see you again. Yesterday I was talking about how sometimes things that you're thinking about will appear as advertisements in your social media. And I got a confirmation from someone. Thank you very much, Sonia, for that. That's cool. It's good to hear. And hey, Michael, thanks for joining in. Yeah, what is it? Sorry, no, we're on military time in Japan. 1440. It's 2:40. It's 2:40 here in the afternoon on a Thursday afternoon, April 25th. I think we're at. Yeah. Um, yeah. So, what I wanted to talk about today was about, I've talked about this before, but I want to talk. So, two things I'm going to talk about. One is healing and praying for people. That's the first one. And then, and permission. And then the second one is, so the second one I was going to talk about now. I completely lost it. Blessing your day before you go into it. So I'll start with that one first. So in the mornings, usually I do clearings. So I do a meditation where I grab my sword. Um, everyone's got their own sword of light, and it's like Excalibur. And you grab your sword, and then you use that energy to purify your body, and then you purify your room, and then you purify the house or the apartment or wherever it is you're living, and then you purify the neighborhood, and then you purify the whole country, and then the whole world. And then I go into different places that I know need some purification, need some light, and so I just go to a few places during the day in my mind. And but what I've been recently doing is going to my workplaces as well, so purifying them before I go. And I'm finding that it really really clears up a lot of the energies there. So you kind of clear the way before you go, so that the way is all prepared for you, and you just kind of walk through elegantly. Here I am. Everything's been cleared out. Um, so I wanted to talk about that and how that's a wonderful way to start your day, just clearing all the energies. I find I wish I was better at this, but I find in my dreams they can be very tiring. I'm doing a lot in my dreams, and so when I wake up in the morning, it's really important for me to clear all that stuff out. So I always do I do like a sorry, not a chakra. I do a chakra singing. I do what's called the bija mantras, which are like they're called the seed mantras. And so each chakra has a mantra, just one other. So it starts at what is it? The top is Om, and you just start from the bottom. Start from your root chakra, and I just use a singing bowl, and I just sing it. And it's basically just I just sing from the bowl: Do re mi fa sol la ti do. So my bowl is in G, so it's G A B C D E F sharp or whatever. And and I just sing through, and I just imagine the color of the chakra, and I imagine it just kind of spreading out. So for example, like the throat chakra, you just imagine this just energy and your boundaries kind of widening and being strengthened. And also you imagine you speaking your truth, for example, in your heart. You just imagine your heart just going out and just love everything and everyone, and just these kind of things. And it's an amazing experience. It's much better than coffee, trust me. I mean, some coffee is pretty good, but it's good. Sorry, I don't want to make coffee feel bad here. No, but anyway, just kidding. It's a good experience. So that thing is what I wanted to talk about. And the next one, I have talked about this before, but I wanted to talk about it because it came up again, is about healing and praying for people. I found that when you do pray for people and try to heal people, it's very important that you get um, they're okay. You need to get there okay, because when people are suffering, sometimes that is a part of their path. That suffering might be something, might be there to teach them something. And if you just go in willy nilly and clean it all up and say, "Hey, I healed you, all right," but they didn't get the experience that they needed to have. And if they didn't get that experience, then they're going to have to do it over again, kind of thing. Um, and so a lot of times when we have symptoms in our body, that's a reflection of what's going on inside of us. It's emotional states and these sorts of things. And so when we see a physical representation, it is kind of like a red light, like, hey guy, you really need to work on this. You really need to work on this. This is how I mean, you've actually made it physical. That's how much that's how much power you're giving to these thoughts and these ideas. And so that's what I was wanted to say, is that, so if you are going to heal someone, you need to get their permission of their higher self or them. And the story I always tell is that I used to pray for everyone in the morning. I'd have a long, long prayer for like the whole extended family, and then I realized that, yeah, that you could be jumping into, they have their own lives to live, and what they're going through might need to be going through. And so if you're just going to pray for someone like that, you might be interfering with their karma. And so how do you pray, right? What do you do? So what I do is I pray for, if there's someone I want to pray for, I talk to their higher self and I say, is it okay? And some of them say no. They say, no way, don't you dare. And I'm, okay. But then what I do is I pray, I give my blessings to that higher self. So if that person needs any extra stuff, here it is, I'll give it to you. And then you decide whenever or whatever it is, or to give it or not to give it. Because the higher self knows, that the higher self knows exactly what you need, because it's you. And so that's what I wanted to talk about. um, the third thing I wanted to talk about, and this was kind of inspired by Surfing Waves of Light. Surfing Waves of Light, thank you for all of your amazing videos. Um, you were talking about something about experiences, and I thought that there's something there that was really wonderful that kind of reminded me of something about experiences, and it's similar to this idea of healing people, that we need to have certain experiences. Like if someone tells us something, says, don't do that, that's not going to work. And if someone tells you that, you're like, yeah, I don't know if that's true or not true. It's just some words that people have told me. So sometimes we have to go through those experiences, and sometimes people might think those experiences are negative or bad, or we're doing something wrong. But we need to know, we need to experience in order to learn. And we're in an experiential universe. And um, so I want to talk about that. One thing for me was that I started this group a few years ago, and I was told by everyone. Everyone said, "Do not do that. That's going to fail. Everything's going to go wrong. Why are you even thinking about that?" And I was just like, I don't know. I'm just going to do it anyway." So I started the group, and I learned so much, and now I understand all the things that people were telling me. Now I understand it because I lived it. I have those experiences. I have those scars. Like, yeah, I'm not going to do that again. I'm not going to do this again. I understand what this, I learned about this. So sometimes it's important to have experiences. And thank you, Surfing Waves of Light, for bringing that up. I thought that was a really great idea. Um, and so those are the three things I wanted to talk about. And finally, I'm just going to go into a quick channeling. And so the question is, what advice do they have in these wacky, wacky days? And yeah, I guess that's what we'll ask. Here we go. Hmm. Greetings. We are that one that you know of as Mary Magdalene, and we are here, and we are here, and we are here, and we are here in these times that might seem to be very confusing. And to some of you, they might not be confusing at all. And what these times are all about is a sorting out. It is a cleaning of the house, your cleaning house of all of the things that you don't need. You are about to move, you might say. You are about to move, and you're waiting for the moving van. And you have to pare down all of your goods because the things won't fit. Not everything will fit in the new place. In the new place, there's only enough room for things made of love, and there's only enough room for you as your true self is, for you as you truly are. And there's no room for any of those other things that you have gone down, these other routes that you have gone down. There is only room for you, there's only room for love. And on this van, on this moving van, traveling into this new place, this new location, this new home. So you are moving, everyone is moving, and you are in the state of packing. And you are in the state of packing and also getting rid of what you don't need anymore. And when you start to pack, you start to find old things that you had and you didn't even realize that you were holding on to. And those things have memories and those things have emotions attached. And it's time to let go. It's time to let go. You can't bring them with you in that sense. Only thing that you can bring with you are your experiences and your love. And so it's time to let go, to let go, and to let go, and to find all of those things that are hidden. That is the time that is happening at this moment. If you are feeling a bit of a shaking up, that is what is happening. As if everything is being shaken up so that you can see what was there, what was hidden, what was at the bottom, what was at the top. It is a snow shaker. The snow shaker is being shaken, and you'll be able to see a new horizon, a new landscape. And in that landscape, you're able to, it will reveal new things to you so that you can understand your reality better and understand who you are better and understand, yes, where you are coming from and why the things you are doing. Why did you do this? Why did you think this way? All of these things you can see them clearly when you find these hidden things. And some of you will not have any hidden things, and some of you will. But this is the time to shake them off, shake off all of those things, to become lighter, to become much, much lighter. For this lighter frequency, it does not require so many material things. And these material things are very heavy at times. And you yourself are not heavy. And when you associate with these heavy things, you believe that you are heavy, and then you become heavy because you have created that heaviness. But understand that you, whatever you associate with, you become. But you are always the same. You never change. But on the surface, it seems as if you become something. And this is what we want to talk about today. This idea of what are you manifesting in your life? What are you creating? Are the things that you're creating in your life the things that you want to see? Are the things that you see around you the things that you want to see? If they are, wonderful. If they are not, wonderful. And if they are the things that you do not want to see, do you want to stop seeing them? And if that's the case, if that's a yes, then why don't you start to change them? And the only way to change them is to change them from the inside, understanding that you created these things, looking at yourself in the mirror and understanding that you are the one that is responsible for many of the things that are occurring. And once you see that, and once you take that step and take that mirror and try to understand where it is without judging yourself or without judging others, that is a very important step. And once you're able to see that, the mirror, then you are able to let go of it. And you will find that your universe will shift and change in the most amazing ways imaginable. The rules that you abide by, the rules that you think you abide by, are not really rules. They are just. They're just, we would say, strange rituals that have been placed on you, but they are not rules. The only rule is the rule of love. And so once you understand that, then you'll see how things, it is very easy for things to shift and change to the way that you see, into your neutral point, into the point that is not charged negatively or charged positively, but the point that is charged neutrally, because that's where you are. You are here to experience these two polarities, these very, very extreme polarities, but understand that you do not exist in either of them and you are not a part of them. You are just experiencing them just like your emotions. And that is what we would like to bring forward today. We are Mary Magdalene. Hmm. Okay. Ooh. Whew, swinging, swinging. All right. So thank you guys very much for joining in. I appreciate all your wonderful comments. And yeah, I will hopefully see you guys tomorrow. And I hope you're hopeful. And yeah, thank you, Michael. Thank you for joining in. Cheers. And I will see you guys tomorrow if the universe wills it. Right. Okay. Ciao.